Hudson and Aly on Radio U Mornings, plus a special guest today. We've been playing many of their songs, but Cover Me as of late. They've got a summer tour coming up that kicks off here in just a couple days in Ohio, in Columbus. The details at radiou.com/Ohio. We'll get to that in a moment. But we have David from Remedy Drive joining us once again. David, good morning.
Good morning, guys. It's good to see you this morning.
Yeah, great to see you as well. David, I was recently stalking your guys' social media, and something I saw jumped out at me because I was like, I have always wanted to know where this came from. And it was your classic piano move, your jump and kind of lean over the piano that originated, I think, in the Daylight video from you guys. But I want to know where the origin of that move came from that you do in concerts.
Oh, that's a great question. Like a lot of people have done piano gymnastics over the years. But I got that big, it's called a Yamaha CP70B. And we did that music video for Daylight. And I had done a lot of stuff on the piano. I like to jump off of it and stand on it. Mm-hmm. And in that music video, it was our first time doing a music video. And you have to do the song about 50 times. So every time we play the song, I try something different. And what's great about a music video is you don't have to accurately play. Well, it's right. You're pretending to play. And so it really honed in on the different fun ways to involve a piano in a performance.
Yeah, it is an absolutely great moment. So I love that you guys are still using that and doing that in concerts.
I would be so nervous that I would just smash the piano, that it would just collapse under me. Maybe you're in better shape than I am.
Well, they built things nice. The legs on the piano screw in really good and connect. But we did play this amazing concert at a prison a while back. And the whole thing, when I went to stand on it, it slid forward. And there was 500 inmates out in the baseball field between the first and third. If you draw a line between first and third base and home plate, they're all back there. And we're at home plate. Or the pitcher's mound. So they're out there. We're at home plate. It slides over, and I kind of leaned back and tried to keep it from going off, but then I realized it was going off. So the piano flipped. It landed on its back, legs up in the air, and I kind of jumped and took a couple steps while these BMX bikers were coming on this ramp that was in front of the stage and doing flips at the same time. No video of that.
Oh, wow.
I know. And the inmates loved it. They were going nuts.
You're like, yeah, this is how we planned it.
Yeah, this is normal.
Yeah. Well, obviously, for moments like that, Remedy Drive is worth going to see just for that kind of, you never know what's going to happen, except that David's going to do the classic piano move, which is the best experience live. But also, Remedy Drive, you've got a tour coming up. It kicks off here in just a few days in Columbus. And this tour is kind of special because it is all for a good cause. You for a long time have been fighting against sex trafficking and taking a really boots on the ground approach to that. I do want to know, David, for a lot of people, that's a concern they have, they want to get involved. Mm-hmm. But how can somebody get involved in a simple, easy, dip their toe into the water of I want to make a difference, but I'm not quite sure exactly what to do?
That's how I was. 12 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, oh man, I hate slavery. I hate it. But I can't do anything. I'm just one person. What do I have? And I love this words from this ancient prophet named Isaiah. He says, if you spend yourself on behalf of oppressed people, then your light will rise like the noonday. And my story ended up being, I have the currency of my rock and roll, the currency of my voice, my melodies. I'm going to spend that currency on behalf of oppressed people that are being trafficked, whether it's sex trafficking, like you mentioned, or labor trafficking. We're involved in a lot of different areas. Everybody has some sort of currency that I don't have: your voice, your time, your art, your capital, the capital of your moral capital, your camera lens. What do you love doing? There's a way to do it in the direction of freedom. And so that's a broad answer, but a specific answer is join Remedy Drive with Daylight United, our charity that we're using to combat trafficking in some small way. You can support our work. You can help me commission my friends around the world to spy on criminal networks that are selling children and selling whole families into slavery.
There we go.
Yeah.
I definitely encourage people too, because it's just so much to share. But look into the work that David from Remedy Drive and his organization have been doing for, like David, you've been involved in this for so long and changed so many lives and saved so many people, and it's really amazing. So you got to look into the stories, but also go to see Remedy Drive while they are out on tour, because a lot of the stories, right, are going to be shared at the show as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's coming up. It kicks off this Saturday is when the tour gets underway in Columbus, Ohio. And we've got the details for that at radiou.com/Ohio. And then several other dates coming up throughout the summer as well. David from Remedy Drive, thank you so much for all that you do and for taking some time to spend with us here on Radio U.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys.